Hey, it's Andrew Downs. I'm proud to support Three Beards Media, and I would love to work with you. If you need merchandise for your company, organization, band, softball team, whatever, I can help. From name brand apparel to promotional items, large orders or small, online stores, and more, I can help your brand stand out. AKC Marketing is local, based in Johnston, and we are an employee-owned business, so our costs are low and our turnaround times are fast. But most importantly, we give you personal service to make sure you get exactly what you're looking for. Email me at andrew@akcmarketing.com or find me on social media, and let's make some cool stuff together. Now sit back and enjoy this Three Beards Media podcast.
Drop it.
Welcome back to a Super Bowl edition of the Ball Don't Lie podcast. I'm Ted Small, and this is the first day I've had a little bit of voice in about 5 days. I decided to come down with pneumonia this week, I guess. But other than that, how are you feeling, Small?
I'm okay. Same thing. Been blown. I think I've set a record for gone through Kleenexes in the last 2 weeks.
Feel like everybody's house has caught a little bit of this stuff.
Better nap. Move on.
We are here. It is Super Bowl week, culmination of the season. Probably our worst season picking in our 5 years of doing this. So only ways to go up from next year. So that's good. So
Yeah.
4 to 5 years is
Yeah. I'm happy the way. Yeah. I'm happy how I finished. I finished the playoffs. I've been crazy hot, and then the last 2 weeks of the season I was on fire too. So at least happy I finished on a positive note.
You had some of the craziest beats in the middle of the season. You had some of the craziest beats I've ever seen.
Yeah. Yep. And then it rains, it pours, man. That's just it's
and
it's
it was
almost
like
shit.
The weirdest ways too, like scoop, dumb fumbles, botch snap.
Yeah,
They got bad.
I just put in a text and be like, here's another one. 99.9% chance to win. Guess who? He'll find a way to lose. That would be me. You bet. And it carried over to basketball. Shit, I had Iowa State second half against Arizona. Remember, I texted you the next morning. I was like, guess who had Iowa State second half? 3/4 shot. You bet.
Stupid. I had Iowa State plus 2.5 that game too. That was brutal. That was absolutely brutal.
I was like, you got to be kidding.
Hey, that's gambling though, but man, sure seemed to happen a lot this year. But let's just jump into this quick. Super Bowl's here. I'll just get right into it. I got the Eagles at +1 and +1.5. Part of me almost bet the Chiefs just cause, but when you break this down, the Chiefs are just the Chiefs because they have Mahomes, they have the eraser, and that's what it is. But across the board, I'm not sure that they're better in any position group on the rest of the field besides quarterback. They're not. It's insane.
They are.
You can argue that Goddard's a better tight end at this point than Kelsey. He probably is. So I'm on the Eagles +1.5.
I do not have a play in the game. My play for the game is I am going to live bet both teams, and I'm going to try and middle it. And I'm going to try, and if whoever scores first, I will go opposite. And then I'm just going to go back and forth. And that's how I'm going to play in terms of the game.
I've considered, and my dad teased the over with both teams. So he did Chiefs and over and Eagles and over. I was like, why didn't you just tease both teams? Because you can do that. You can get the Chiefs at 6 and a 7-pointer and the Eagles at 8.
Right.
I do have the Eagles in 4 different basketball plays. I parted them with 4 different games yesterday. So I have the Eagles +8 for quite a bit of money too. On back ends of teasers. I also took the Eagles first half. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about that. We'll see. I have the Eagles first half +5 as well. We might as well jump into some of our crazy prop plays. I bet tails every year.
I got tails.
I won 6 years in a row, 6 Super Bowls in a row were tails until I think last year or the year before broke it. I can't remember, but I bet tails every year. It's fun to get your juices flowing just to start right there. I didn't touch any of the national anthems or do you do the national anthems or anything like that? Yeah, I don't know.
No.
I also took the first touchdown to be over 15.5 and a half, or 15.5 for the jersey number for the first touchdown scored. So,
okay, I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah, that's I love doing that. I don't know why. I started doing that a couple years ago too. So
you like the over, okay?
Took the over. So we need no AJ Brown, no Devontae Smith, no Mahomes, no Pacheco. Give us Kareem Hunt, Saquon, some of those other receivers. So I'm taking the over. I'm taking Saquon on this, basically. So give me Saquon for that first touchdown cash. You got any other weird ones in there?
Yeah. I got first score, no TD, plus 130. I just like the odds are for plus money. I'm just hoping, obviously, just a field goal. So, I have for longest TD in the game, I have under 39.5.
I kind of like that. I don't think there's going to be.
I don't necessarily know. I don't know if there's going to be massive play. And then I'll get to one weird one. I don't even know why I bet this, but I found it and I was like, oh, this is stupid. But I bet a sack before a TD plus 115.
That's pretty good. I took a sack before. I took both teams to score 20 for minus 130. It's not great odds, but I think both teams are going to score over 20 points. I just do. So I took both teams to score over 20.
Okay. So the individual props for like Mahomes, they're weird. So I just think something, obviously, odds makers know what they're doing here, but like if you just look at Mahomes' completions and attempts in the game, when I was like looking, I was like, oh my gosh, this seems high. And they are high. So I don't know if they're telling you that like they think the Chiefs are going to be trailing and that's why his averages are up, because like it doesn't make sense to honestly go over, but I feel like you probably have to, because like his attempts were like 36.5 or something, 35.5.
All the Chiefs props are telling you that they are not going to be able to run the ball. Like Pacheco's over under for yards was like 15.
Yeah, so, right.
No, I'm with you. I did take for plus 1,000. I put some pizza money on tied at half and Eagles win the game. They're plus 1,000. So I'm cheering for that.
That's okay.
And I got the Eagles winning by 7 to 12 points for plus 500 too.
Don't hate that. I got Mahomes. No, I didn't. No MVPs. I got Mahomes completions over 23.5. If the Eagles are winning, that one feels pretty safe. They're going to be throwing it. And I have Mahomes over a touchdown and a half at minus 150. Same logic applies. If the Eagles are winning, I would bet money that obviously Mahomes is going to get one late. So, and then what's your thoughts? I have a question for you then. Any player over under 100 receiving yards?
Gun to head, I'd probably go under. The one that would worry me.
That's what I'm leaning.
The one that would worry me would be, I think Worthy has a chance to make a big play in this game.
Okay.
I did under.
Too. I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think I would take under. I would take under on that.
Okay, I'm going to add that because it's actually plus money, plus 110.
I would take that. I might go do that myself too.
Okay.
I did three. I sprinkled three little MVP bets. I did Saquon plus 320, Hurts plus 330, and then I put some super cheap pizza money, like Little Caesars pizza money, on Worthy at plus 2,800.
I like them. I think that's sneaky.
I also did a square where so basically the Eagles' second digit number ends in a 4, the Chiefs ends in a 0 for plus 2,500. Just because I do a Super Bowl square board every year. For sure, I haven't done it in probably a decade. And I got one. I did two Mahomes rushing ones, which is they contradict each other, which is weird, but I did it. I did Mahomes over 5.5 carries, but under 31.5 yards rushing. So I took the over on carries and the under on yards. I think he's just going to get flushed a lot and do a lot of his, don't take the sack, run out of bounds, get your 1-3 yards. I see that happening quite a bit. So under 31.5 yards rushing, they're both minus 120.
I did Hurts longest completion under 32.5.
That I like.
I don't know. That just seemed like that one seemed like too big. Do you like Saquon over under rushing yards 115.5?
I left it alone because I just figured that can be the most bet prop in the Super Bowl. I completely left Saquon alone. I did bet Goddard over 53.5 yards because I do think they're going to take that kind of to your play a little bit. I think they're going to take the deep ball away with Smith and A.J. Brown. Chiefs corners aren't too bad, but they get a little soft in the middle sometimes. So I think Goddard's going to be able to work the middle of the field. So I think he's going to have a decent day. So over 53.5 yards, and you're getting even money on that too with Goddard. And I just have like one or two.
I don't mind that actually.
I did a Kelsey.
That's it for me. I don't have
I did Kelsey under 6.5 catches. It was minus 140, so not great odds there. I think they'll stick that Braun and some maybe even like Cooper. You just never know who they have all kinds of bodies they can throw at him if they want to take him away. And then DeAndre Hopkins, I took over 13.5 yards, minus 110. That's just one catch. That's one little seam route from him. So I took Hopkins for over 13.5 yards receiving. And other than that, I just put together one big 6-team same game on DraftKings. It was a plus 1,000. I did Philly plus 1.5, Hurts touchdown, Hurts 25 plus yards rushing, Mahomes 15 plus yards rushing, Hopkins 15 plus yards receiving, and Goddard 40 plus yards receiving. So that's six teamer for plus 1,000 there. So decent pizza money in that as well.
That's good odds, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I didn't get too crazy. This is probably
that's all I have. I don't.
This is a pretty small Super Bowl card for me, to be honest. This is less than 20 bets for me in the Super Bowl.
Same here. I mean, I didn't go too crazy. I don't know. It's hard to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think I only have 10 total, so. Yeah,
that's all right.
But can't believe season's over, man.
I know, it's crazy. But Justin and I, if you're listening, Justin and I will be on the Morning Rush with Sean tomorrow from 6 to 8. Tune in and join us. We'll recap and hopefully we hit some of these. Other than that, man, it's been as always, it's a fun year. It's always fun. Right, the off season goes quick. The only good part about football getting over is it means we're getting closer to golf season.
Yeah. Yep. That is the best part. Golf season is getting around the corner. I get excited, but then I don't play, so whatever. But
that's funny. Well, if we got anything else, man, thanks again to Piggetti for producing for us in the back this year. Thanks to Chris Shipley, filled in a couple times as well this year. But anything else to add? Enjoy the Super Bowl, everybody. Hopefully make a couple bucks and see you next year.
Yeah.
Stop it.